Hey everyone, Morgan here. So today it's top video. It is top 12 underrated prepping items. I think there are a lot of underrated items, but these are just the top 12. And I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think are some other underrated items in the comments down below after you watch this video. Okay, let's get to it. All right, the first one's going to be a silk hot key. I feel like I'm a freaking spokesperson for this key because I talk about it so much because I think it's just so invaluable to anybody living in an urban environment. I'm going to put a link down below to where you can go find it, but I really don't hear anybody talking about this thing. Even when I go look at lists and things of like prepping items and things, I never see a silk hot key on there. So I think a silk hot key is totally invaluable and I will never stop preaching it to the heavens. The next one is going to be a sewing kit. I really think that sewing as a skill in general is very underrated. Very few people sew, especially by hand these days. Things rip, things happen. In addition to a sewing kit, I would definitely highly recommend like Gorilla Tape or duct tape, but a sewing kit will absolutely 100% come in handy for many different purposes. Next one's going to be cooking oil, like olive oil. I think that there are a lot of good uses for cooking oils, including like oil lamps, things like that. So, we need those cooking oils and things, and cooking oils are really, really easy to carry for like backpacking, camping, in your bug out bag, and they could be used for lots of different purposes. So cooking oils are definitely very underrated. The next one is going to be socks and shoes. Good socks, good shoes. Again, something that is very rarely talked about. I try to talk about it as much as I possibly can because I don't think people realize how much their feet take a beating, and it is so important that we take care of our feet. With the proper socks and proper shoes, especially if we're planning long terrain, hiking, walking, anything like that. All right, the next one is going to be any sort of security items. And I'm not talking about like, Molotov cocktails or anything like that. I'm talking about actual security items like security cameras, real legit things that can help you in every day, not just in an SHTF situation, okay? And I'm not just talking about firearms. I'm talking about things that can help you and your home and everything to be secure on a daily basis. I just think that that's very underrated, and to boost our security, we should definitely be looking more into security skills, knowledge, and items, and then implementing those. Next one's going to be freezer bags, like freezer Ziploc bags, things like that. I think that they have a lot of multiple purposes. Freezer bags are usually a little bit thicker, a little bit more durable, and I like to have those around, like in my bags, just at home, whatever, to fill water with and put in the freezer, to use for out in the woods to gather supplies and things, to put trash in. They're so versatile, and they can be used over and over and over again. They're small enough where they can be packed down nice and small, and they're super lightweight. Anyway, I really like the freezer bags, Ziploc freezer bags. Very underrated item. All right, the next one is going to be knowledge. What I mean by knowledge is every time I talk about books or magazines or like blogs or websites or things, people just like dead blank stare like, what? Book? I'm not trying to be rude or mean or anything, but I just feel like, books and magazines and creating and having knowledge is just so underrated because people love gear. And look, I love gear too. I'm talking about a gear video, but I think knowledge with books, physical books, or ebooks or anything, is going to be super, super helpful. All right, the next one is going to be a notepad and pen. With this, I would generally say kind of office supplies, pencils, pens, notepads, things like that. You never know when you're going to need to take a note, and you never know when you may need to, recite something, send a note off to somebody, leave a note somewhere. You never know when you're going to use this. Plus, you can use chapstick along with paper that we've discovered recently and make it into a nice little fire starter. So bada boom, bada bing. All right, the next one's gonna be hygiene. Any type of hygiene. Every time I talk about like soaps and cleaning and just any type of hygiene, people are just, you mean I have to like keep myself clean even in the apocalypse? Yes, you have to keep not only yourself clean, but you have to keep your surroundings clean as well. Bacteria and things still grow even after the apocalypse. Probably would be a lot worse. All right, the next one's going to be entertainment items. Again, every time I talk about entertainment, like playing cards, board games, all these kinds of things. And I see it on other channels too. Every time, somebody talks about entertainment, people's eyes just kind of glaze over. You will have downtime. This is especially important when it comes to families. They need that entertainment, and you need to be able to have that moment of relaxation for your mind. If anything, just play a card game for 5 minutes, get your mind off of things for a little while. Entertainment's extremely important. All right, the next one's going to be glasses. I don't know if you all can see, but I wear glasses. I've worn glasses my whole life, and I think it's very important for people who do wear glasses to have an extra pair of glasses, and to not only have an extra pair of glasses, but to have glass repair kits, and then of course the Gorilla Tape for any other repairs. In addition, if you do wear contacts, contacts probably won't be reliable. Like the solution with it as well is very, finite. It will only last for so long. So definitely have those extra pair of glasses with proper prescriptions. And you can get nice cheap glasses from places like Zenio, ZENNIO.com. I'll put a link down below to where you can go get it. And in fact, these very lenses and frames both came from Zenio, and I think it was like $25. They're perfect. But also get some extra prescription sunglasses as well. All right, the last one, sunscreen and bug spray. Technically, this could go under hygiene, but I decided to make it its own thing because sunscreen and bug spray, so important. People take their skin for granted, legit, okay? They don't realize that just wearing a hat only protects so much. And yes, you can wear loose clothing or, clothing in general to protect your skin. But there may be times when you can't or don't want to do that. And so sunscreen is very important. You have to protect your skin. A sunburn will knock you on your feet. I don't know if you've ever had a sunburn, but it is unbearable if you get a really bad one, okay? Even just like a not so bad one. It's just like aching pain, especially like on your face. You can get headaches. It can just be miserable and unbearable, okay? Sunscreen, absolutely important. Bug spray, not just because, those bites, itch. No, because you can actually get diseases from bugs, okay? And you don't want to be getting those diseases. So bug spray is also very important. You can buy your own, or you can buy it from the market or whatever, or make your own. But bug spray is very important. Okay, so I would love to hear your thoughts about some underrated items. Put them down below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.